Yo, dude, did you hear about this? What? Apparently Google's now operating under some company called Alphabet. Wait, hold on, wait. Some company bought Google? What? I just bought stocks. What does this mean? What? No? Calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. I promise. Yo, what's good guys, Austin here. So you've probably heard that Google is now suddenly owned by this company named Alphabet. But what does this mean for you? Probably nothing, so calm down. So what's going on here? Well, actually, it's pretty simple. At least it seems so after reading a couple articles. Basically, before today, we had Google, which is obviously a pretty big company. You've probably heard of them. But as you may have noticed, Google does a lot of stuff, most of which you're probably already familiar with. There's Google Search, Google Maps, Gmail, Chrome, Android. Hell, they're even in charge of YouTube, which is probably what you're watching this video on. But again, as you probably already know, they provide a lot more than just these core services. When you have this much money and this big of a stake in the tech world, you have a little bit of room to experiment, and chances are you've probably heard of these side projects too. Throughout the past couple of years, it seemed like every other quarter you would see some headline like Google buys new company or $10 million acquisition by Google. Well, what the hell did you think they were doing with them? A really good example is Nest. Nest is a company that makes web-connected thermostats that can help you save energy when you're not home. That was basically so Google could get their foot in the door of this so-called smart home market, or the Internet of Things. Another great example is Google X. This is sort of like the Area 51 part of Google, the really cool projects that they're working on. Well, that's probably a bad example. I doubt Google has aliens. Or do they? Google X is in charge of some awesome incubator projects, but the most notable one is probably the Google driverless car. You know, that cute but creepy little car with a smiley face? Yeah, that one. Another project was, of course, Project Glass, the augmented reality glasses. That was pretty awesome until people realized that, at least for right now, they're way too expensive, they don't do enough, and there are so many privacy concerns that it's not even funny. But yeah, that was also under Google X. And there are tons of other Google projects and smaller companies like Google Fiber, Project Fi, Google Capital Ventures, and the list goes on and on. So what the hell is Alphabet? Well, so right now, this is Google and everything that I talked about. As you can see, Google encompasses all of these companies. One huge company for all these small services. There's Google Search, Google Ads, YouTube, Chrome, Maps, Android, and the list goes on and on. And as you probably already know, the entire company is run by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the founders. So now let's introduce Alphabet. Look familiar? Yeah. Basically, Alphabet is serving as a large umbrella company for Google. This way it separates all of the different entities that aren't just the core services of Google that focus on internet products, and more importantly, aren't the main source of Google's revenue. Now we have a bunch of separate smaller companies that will essentially run the exact same way they did before Alphabet. Well, there is one small change though. If you've ever watched an Android keynote, then you probably know this guy. Sundar Pichai, product chief at Google. He's in charge of some really cool stuff like Google Chrome, Google Drive, and basically all of Android. He's going to be the new CEO of Google, while Larry Page and Sergey Brin and their team move up to Alphabet, essentially maintaining their exact same roles, just with the bigger company. So yeah, that's basically Alphabet in a nutshell. It's just a big overhaul of Google's business structure so that they can continue to invest in experimental projects like driverless cars without worrying about interference from other parts of the company or investors worried about where their money is going. So what does this all mean for us? Well, nothing really, just business as usual, so you can go ahead and calm down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up and share this video with anyone you think would find it useful. Anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ow!